What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the B99 floor from Midgar Falls. This is the team I used, but before we get into that, let's look at the battle itself. So in this battle we're against Specimen, and Specimen is weak to ice. It is very weak to ice, so I don't recommend you use non-elemental damage. I do recommend you use ice damage here. And really don't recommend you use fire or water. Okay, so just use ice. No sigils, which is nice, so you can use any stat stick material you want. The interesting thing about Specimen is he will summon 2 add-ons, but if you kill the add-ons, he'll summon stronger ones or more. So a strategy is you just kill one of the add-ons and you leave the other one, and then the rest of the fight you only need to worry about this one weak add-on. The add-on is weak to ice and maybe fire. I forgot if it's also weak to fire, but it is weak to ice, so since you're bringing ice anyways, that will help you deal with the add-on. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the boss's immunities. Immune to poison, so we're not bringing any bio or anything. And immune to magic defense down. So that's bad news if you're planning on using ice DPS. So for example, you might have a really strong ice Sephiroth with his edged wings. That will still work here, but yeah, you just can't decrease its magic defense. The magic attack down doesn't matter because he's only dealing physical damage. So he does increase his own physical attack, which you cannot reduce. You cannot clear this one, but you can apply physical attack down to decrease his attack. He also does fire damage, and he reduces your fire resist, which you can't do anything about. So what that basically means is eventually you'll have very low fire resist, and you will eventually just die. So you're on a timer. But the timer is, I think it's pretty long. Like you can last quite a while fighting him. So yeah, but you are on a timer, so you do need a good amount of DPS. One possibly annoying thing is this boss inflicts darkness on your entire team. So if you're using physical damage, which because the boss is immune to magic defense down, but he's not immune to physical defense down, it is preferable for you to use a physical DPS, ice DPS, but then yeah, you will have to cure them from darkness, so you will have to bring Asuna Darkness for that, if you do choose that option. And then battle info, nothing too interesting. Actually, one interesting thing, but the rest aren't too interesting. You know, the enemy has a lot of HP. Weapon abilities do more damage, which you should be using weapon abilities anyways. Fire potency is increased, which doesn't really matter unless you're trying to kill the add-ons, but again, you don't need fire to kill the add-ons, so this really doesn't matter. This is kind of important. Your summon gauge boost is decreased by 90%, so you don't really, you know, Shiva would do a lot of damage to this boss, but it would take forever to charge Shiva, so it would take 10 times as long to charge her, so you should not bring Shiva here. Just bring your regular limit breaks and you'll be okay. Okay, and looking at the party I chose to go with, I chose to go with 2 healers and 1 DPS. So my DPS here is Cloud with his Stream Saber. It is only OB1, so you know. Actually, this is a little misleading because I'll show you my Cloud. He is using a lot of OB6 sub weapons. So but yeah, so if you have very strong sub weapons, then you can get away with like an OB1 Stream Saber. But maybe you don't have very good sub weapons like me, then you might need like an OB6 Stream Saber to make up for that. But yeah, so my Cloud is using an OB1 Stream Saber, 600% physical ice damage. He does also have his Ice Arcanum costume to boost that. In the offhand, I did give him the new Bahamut Greatsword. This is pretty good for this fight. I mean, it's giving him physical attack to all allies. I mean, his Stream Saber also has that, but together it increases the level. It just gives Cloud a little more physical attack. It also gives Cloud physical ability potency, which is nice. And also nice is that you can only use this once in the entire battle, but the first time you use Bahamut Greatsword, Cloud is hasted. So that is nice. Yeah, it's nice. I usually wait until my party. I have max command gauge. My party is fully buffed and the boss is fully debuffed, and then I'll apply haste to Cloud so he can take use of that time. Like I said, for materia doesn't matter. These are all just stat sticks, like to boost physical attack. And then, like I said, for limit breaks, do not use summons. So I gave him Climb Hazard. This does the most DPS over time, and this will be a long fight, so this will have many uses. You can also use limit breaks to delay the boss's attacks. So Climb Hazard is just perfect for this fight. Sub-equipment, these are all to increase Cloud's damage, right? So we have Ceremonial Sword, physical attack, physical ability potency, Bald Eagle, physical attack, ice potency, and enemy launcher, physical just attack, regular attack, and then physical ability potency. You'll notice my Cloud has 0 defense, 0. He only has 7,700 HP. He does have a good amount of physical defense, actually, maybe from materia, but yeah, other than that, Cloud is not. I put him as pure damage because you want to finish the fight as soon as possible, and the specimen will not one-shot you. Actually, he sometimes actually yeah. So I did get a little lucky in my battles. So sometimes he did kill my Cloud. So the specimen does have a single target attack, a special attack, and if he targets Cloud, Cloud will most likely die. So the way I get around that is I pray to RNG. So yeah, I pray that he doesn't target Cloud because whoever he targets is random. So if he doesn't target Cloud, then that's how I can finish the clear. So yeah, so I did want to stack Cloud with pure damage, no defense. Okay, so that's my DPS. Next, let's move on to my buff debuffer. So Aerith is actually like a buff debuffer. She can heal, but she if you look at her stats, she only has 2,200 heal points. So I'm really focusing on making her a buff debuffer in this fight. She has buffs like the Kimura one, which will buff Cloud's physical attack. It does increase the whole party's physical attacks, but only Cloud really cares about this. It also does increase magic defense, but like I said, the boss is only doing physical damage to you, so this doesn't matter. This is just here for physical attack. It's also nice because it has 27 points in buff debuff extension, and also has a lot of HP. So Aerith has 14,000 HP. She is the one I want Specimen to target, right? So if Specimen targets Cloud only has 7,000 HP. Cloud will die, but Aerith will not die. So you just need to retry until he targets Aerith. And that might sound annoying to you, but at least this fight costs 0 stamina, so you can try many times. It won't be too bad. Other than the Kimura one, she is bringing a debuff, bringing Floral on, which decreases the enemy's physical defense. This is to help Cloud do more damage. For limit breaks, it is a short charge limit break, but actually Breath of the Earth, right, is short charging. It does heal a nice amount, and also it removes physical defense down. And this boss will I'm trying to think if it was this boss. So I'm pretty sure this boss decreases your physical defense. So this is a nice little bonus. Materia, actually the materia for Aerith is important. So yeah, for Cloud these are just stat sticks, but for Aerith these are all important materia. So first we have Ice Breach to decrease the enemy's ice resist, so Cloud can do more ice damage. Second, we have Asuna Darkness. Remember, the boss will inflict darkness on your entire team, so I need to clear that from Cloud, but not only Cloud. Unfortunately, Floral Wand is a physical ability, so if Aerith has darkness on her, she cannot use Floral Wand. So darkness is also used to clear it from herself. And last materia is a Cura materia, placed in the 3rd slot of Kimura one. This will heal the entire party for some extra healing, right? Because she is our sub healer. she's not the main healer, but she can do some healing with that. And for sub equipment, right, she's mainly built to help the party. So she is wearing Stream Slasher, which is boost physical attack to all allies to increase Cloud's damage. She's using 4-point Shuriken. This is to make her even tankier. It gives more HP for her, and then also increases her buff debuff extension, right? Because she's using so many buffs and debuffs. 1, 2, 3, right? Boost physical attack, decreased physical defense, decreased ice resist. So I really want the buffs to last a long time. So I don't need to keep casting. It's really hard to manage 3 different buffs and debuffs. And last, I did give her a healing weapon with micro laser. This increases her heal power, and also it makes her tankier with boosting her fire resist. Remember, this boss is doing fire damage to us. So that's Aerith. She is our buff debuffer and also sub healer. She's doing a lot of things in this fight. And last, we go on to Matt. Matt is my main healer, and Matt is here bringing his Centipede. Centipede is a very, very good weapon for this fight. It's going to heal your entire team, as well as increase your team's physical defense, which, again, this boss only does physical damage to you, so that's really helpful. Other than Centipede, he is also bringing Slick Beetle for debuffs. Centipede decreases the physical attack of the boss, which is very important because this boss does increase its own physical attack, so Slick Beetle will help counteract that. And then also it can bring it, if you cast it enough times, Slick Beetle can bring it down to negative as well. And nicely, it does give Matt some more HP. Matt is running at 9,000 HP, so not as tanky as Aerith, but he is tankier than Cloud, so he can take some hits as well. Actually, I think Cloud can take maybe 1 hit, but it may be only at the beginning of the fight. Later on, Cloud will just die from 1 hit. For Materia, these are healing statistics, but in the last one is I'm running another healing Asuna Darkness. So Aerith is running 1, but 1 is not enough because the boss will inflict darkness on your entire party. So we need to cure it from Cloud, so Cloud can continue doing DPS. We need to clear Asuna. We need to clear darkness on Aerith so she can apply physical defense down. But unfortunately, we also need to clear darkness on Matt because, well, unfortunately, Slick Beetle is a physical ability. So if we want Matt to cast Slick Beetle, we also need to get rid of darkness on him. So that's why we have 2 Asuna Darkness on this team. For Matt's sub-equipment, he is running Bahamut Cutter. This is giving the entire team physical attack. Mainly, again, this is just to increase Cloud's physical attack. He's using Rocket Punch, which increases the entire team's physical defense. And last, he's using Lifeguard Wraps, which increases his heal power, and then as well as it will increase his fire resist. Remember, this boss does fire damage. I forgot to talk about, but his Limit Break is very useful for this fight. So he's using Vanquishing, which removes physical attack up from the enemy, and like I said, this boss will increase its own physical attack, so you can just clear it with Vanquishing, his Limit Break, and then you can apply Slick Beetle to put it down. Yeah, and that's the team. Okay, so we have Cloud as our main DPS, we have Aerith as our buff debuffer and sub healer, and last we have Matt as our main healer. And with that said, let's look at the fight.
1.414213。直ちに応戦する。当たる。全てをかける。状況は把握した。 をかける。1.618-033。直ちに応戦する。私に任せて。をかける。引き受け。状況は当然だ。